Good afternoon, everybody. I thought I'd better get my video made. Today's Wednesday, and Wednesday, I believe I said I was going to do some type of Bible study, so we can at least get started on some Bible study. And what I have here is ideas to improve your personal scripture study. Okay, and it says to pray for inspiration. So that way, if you pray first, then God will help you get through it. If you want to put some frankincense on, that'll help set the mood for prayer, set the mood for scripture study, and help you become closer to God. Okay. Then look for truths about Jesus Christ when you're studying. Look for the truth about Jesus Christ. Look for inspiring words and phrases. Look for gospel truths. Listen to the Spirit. Liken the scriptures to your life. Don't just read it, live it. Ask questions as you study. Really get into it, Don't just read it. Ponder on it. Sit there and think and ask questions and learn. And don't be afraid to ask questions, because a question not asked won't get answered. Besides, a question asked might be a question someone else was afraid to ask, and you'll be helping another life. Use your scripture study helps. Consider the contents of the scriptures. Record your thoughts and feelings, maybe not verbally, maybe verbally, I don't know, depends on you, on the individual, but recording your thoughts, write in a journal, keep up with what you're studying about. You can come back to it. This is what happened in May, this is what happened last year, December, or this is what happened in 2028, whatever it might be. You have something to go back on, and then when you're gone, family members possibly can read what you did to stay close to God and how you lived through your journals. Which I wish I would have did that when I was younger, so that way when I die, and I don't like talking like that, but when everybody's going to, but when I do, I want my kids to be able to look back on, things I didn't know, things I never spoke of, things that's personal to me in my journal. What happened to me, what I went through that day, each day, the pain I went through for them, the love I gave to them and never actually showed it like I should. All kinds of things, I just wished I did that. It's not too late, I can do it now, but from their childhood, I can't. It's lost. So if you have children, maybe you might want to do a journal. That way you can leave it for them when you pass. Let's see, where was I? Consider the contents of the scriptures. Okay. Record your thoughts and feelings. Study the words of the latter day prophets and apostles. Study them. Learn them. Share your insights. And live by what you learn. Let's see. It says here, Elder David A. Bernard said, "We should not expect the church as an organization to teach or tell us everything we need to know, and do to become devoted disciples and endure vitality to the end. Rather, our personal responsibility is to learn what we should learn, to live as we know we should live, and to become who the Master would have us become in our homes and our ultimate setting for living, learning, and becoming. And that was prepared to obtain every needful thing. Came out of the enzyme, May 2019, page 102. It does have a lot of meaning right there. Here's a list of ideas to improve your family scripture study. Now, you can have personal scripture study for just you and God. And if you have children, we should have family scripture study, or just you and your spouse, if it's just you and your spouse. You can it says here, how can you encourage family members to study the scriptures on their own? And what can you do to encourage family members to share them with what they're learning? These are questions to think about. Questions you can comment in the comments your answers on what you think your family would do with these questions I'm asking. How can you emphasize the principles you're learning in everyday teaching moments? You can have activity ideas to help small children or even teenagers, I don't know how old, even adults, activities to occupy. I got ants, I need to get rid of those ants. Activity to occupy their ability to actually get into the word and not lose focus. You can share meaningful scriptures together. Use your own words. Apply the scriptures to your life. Ask questions. Display the scripture. Make a scripture list. Memorize scriptures. Share object lessons. Pick a topic and take turns leading the scripture study. Draw pictures of what you think is, like, you read the scripture and you draw a picture of what you see as you're reading it. Act out the story. Teach children. You can teach them through song. Singing, because the Spirit is in songs. And listen to and act out stories like a play. Make out a little, like they do at Christmas time for the Christmas when Christ was born, and they have that play so children can learn, since they might be too young to actually read. Anyway, that's just a few ways to start your scripture study. I'm not trying to preach or anything. I'm just helping with ideas, helping with getting people started. Now, for one thing, you'll need a Bible. You need to get a Bible and open it up, start reading. So, I hope this helps somebody today get started on their scriptures, and I will be reading them myself, and hopefully throughout this journey I'm doing on my life, that you yourself can see the changes that's coming through me through the scriptures as I study them. So I guess I will let you guys go for today, and we'll have another Bible study continuing on next Wednesday, and I will let you go for now. Ta ta.